Yeah, she's back. It's been a while, I think. I don't know if this will be, a thing, but I just wanted to try again. There's something about YouTube and filming myself and showing it to people, because hopefully they can laugh. Heard at least there's one person who laughs, so that's nice, she might be a friend, but she laughed. Anyway, I meant to start this thing by saying ahoy, because this is my living space, my living quarters. It is pretty much as wide as my, whatever this is called. This is a climbing thing, isn't it? Your hand length, your arm length, your wings. I live on a narrow boat now. Very thrilling. So that's why I decided to call this series Chip Ahoy. And when I say chip, I do mean, oh, wait a second. I mean chip. I mean, I think I'm gonna do like a series called Chip Ahoy, because I will be making or eating anything potato based whilst talking about boat life. Maybe showing you something about boat life as well. But this is the thing, because what I didn't like about YouTube in the end is that I think a lot of people think that I'm not really very private, because I do overshare quite a lot about my life to my friends. But it's the thought of being too private. I don't, on YouTube, on the interwebs, don't really like that. So that's why I stopped as well. It felt like I was giving my whole life away, but I wasn't, and I don't think I will now. It will just be boat stuff, and obviously a story here and there, but mostly boat, mostly chips. So my plan today is to make chips. I don't know, it's already too long, this video. I haven't really planned too much because I don't think I do well with planning. Everything doesn't happen the way that I planned it anyway, so why plan? But what I'm gonna do, I haven't put on the oven actually. The problem with this thing is that, one sec, the life of gas. The problem is that I'm currently, actually I'll talk about that while I'm chopping. This is my smallest knife. Maybe I should, you know what, everything is within an arm's length. And this is where it's very nice to be small. I'm only 159, or some would say 5'3". Very useful, it's the first time I can actually reach up into the ceiling of any kind of house. So that's nice. Good for painting when that day comes. This is my kitchen, obviously. I assumed you would have thought so. Maybe we should rinse it a little bit, but this is the problem, because I am broken down for the second time since I bought this boat I bought it in June. I think I bought it in June, but I moved in July, and so I had some engine problems in the end of August. I have a leaf and I broke down. At that point it was the glow plugs, as I'm now very familiar with. Everything engine oriented, I know everything about at this point. Glow plugs, diesel, yeah, so you can see I know everything. I think the glow plugs are broken again. So what happened last time was that an engineer came and took the glow plugs out. I think I'm going to do this quite simply, because the thing is that because I'm broken down, I can't use too much water. I think I have 1 week left of water. That's not drinking water. Drinking water I can get quite easily, but for washing my hands, for washing dishes, showering, yeah, the water that goes into my tank, which is, I think it is about 400 litres, and I'm on week 3 now, and I can't move the boat to fill up water before the engine is fixed, which now seems to be the end of the month. So 2-3 more weeks. So anyway, point is, which means I can't use too much oil, because oil is a mess to clean up, and because I use a reusable parchment paper, that has to be cleaned, obviously. But that's why I'm trying to figure out how to make these chips in the most ergonomical, that's not right, oilless way. I think I'm just gonna do the regular way, whatever, we'll figure it out. It's gonna be bad on the stick. I'm gonna put them in the pot. A bowl. Thank you, Eileen, for your bowl. Made in England. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, we took out a glow plug because there was some kind of electrical fire about to start. It's not my first this summer, actually. Not on the boat, on a different vehicle. Also, I don't take the skin off. Do people take the skin off? I really don't care about the skin. They're going to burn off anyway. It took the glow plug off because it seems to have gotten a little bit too much electricity in it. His words, not his words, my paraphrasing. Some kind of overcurrent. Took it out and it started fine because, you know, you need your glow plugs to glow up, to warm up the diesel before it enters into the engine. Again, paraphrasing. Wasn't a problem, you know, we did some electrical tape on the wires. I had a little bit of a fire on them, or burn rather. And it started, you know, it's been fine now for what, 2 months or something. And now it's not fine anymore. But it could be a different issue. Who knows? Am I gonna have one potato? I don't think this is this is not like my corn steens where I showed you how to make English crumpets in a Norwegian village. This is more of a vegetable oil. Ah, it's compost. Yes, it is compost day today, and when I say compost, I'm going to do a little wink on one of my eyes. That's probably something I will mention here and there. The amount of time I talk about compost with friends, family, countrymen, you know, it is salt. Is a lot. So I don't have to go into the specifics, especially whilst cooking. I mean, I don't care at this point because it's life. But compost is something to do with my toilet situation, okay? Every 2 weeks they pick it up, go on as a bicycle. It is an incredible service. You know what? I would pay anything for that. I think that's too little salt. See, I'm raised, you know, you have something called piffy kryddor in Norway, or piffy spice, which is like I really like. Oh, I have it! I forgot. I bought some. There we go. It's like a mixture of pretty much every kind of spice in this world. Salt, paprika, onion, chili, thyme, muscat, nutmeg, pepper, cumin, ginger, garlic, oregano, allspice, celery, coriander, turmeric, star anise, bukkehornsfrø, goat seed. It's called something. I think I figured out what this was. Anyway, not from a goat. And cardamom. So pretty much every spice in the world. I was raised on, because for some reason we didn't get this in my family. I think it was too salty or something. So we only got paprika to put on our chips. But because I have piffy, I can put that on. Anyway, I can't remember what I was saying. There's always something about toilets, probably. No, off-grid. Yeah. This is the thing in these dark and horrible times, is that if someone cuts off the electricity, it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, it matters to my family and my friends. And that's why you can come to me, because I have solar on my roof, and I have gas, and I have water, and my 200-litre thing, which is normally filled up, sadly not around. So don't come now. Don't come now. You can't wash your hands. You can wash your finger, okay? You know, I don't rely on anything. And with toilets, you know, a lot of the toilets you have to go somewhere and empty it. It's either like a cassette toilet, you have to do it manually, or you have a pump out toilet where you put in a hose and pumps it out. I've heard horror stories about pump outs, and also pump out facilities that never work, and the cassette facilities where you empty your cassettes, also grim job. Most of the facilities doesn't work either, so like you would rather not deal with that, and that's why a composting toilet is a godsend. Okay, you don't have to boat anywhere. So last time my boat broke down, I had to wheel my cassettes, because I had a cassette at that point, for 1.5 hours in the roaring sun with the help of my friend. Thank God. It was probably one of my least favorite memories of the year. I think we're ready to to spread out, you know, putting on my little sheet. There's like 5 chips in there. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just empty. I realize that I'm not one for angles, because you know what, I don't really have a tripod. So now you're currently on my palm tree, my yucca palm, and I think that's good enough. Because again, this isn't a cinematography channel. This is a composting channel. This is a boat channel, okay? This is not about being beautiful. This is about being smart, efficient, and off-grid. And happy, a little bit happy, a little bit of lols, potatoes, chips, a baking tray. Very interesting. Right, we're gonna pop it in, because the thing about gas ovens, guys, is that they are, you know, the heat is straight up there. So it goes quite quickly, you know, you don't need to wait around for a few years to warm it up. Right, we're gonna pop in, pop. I'm gonna put on a timer, and I'm gonna stop this because I'm not gonna do the dishes while you watch. That's just ahoy. Bad delivery. I think it's time to take the babes out. One thing I didn't say about the oven is that you can't, I don't think it's just me, I think it's the oven. You don't know how hot the oven is. So you're just gonna warm it up, feel around. I mean, maybe don't touch anything. I suppose you can get a temperature, like a manual temperature, and just put in, and maybe that's an idea. But then again, I've not found a single temperature gauge, whatever, like to put in my window, or to put so I know how cold it is inside or how cold it is outside, you know, that kind of thing. Or warm, for that matter. They don't seem to sell those anywhere, obvious at least. Whereas they are anywhere in Norway, you know, you could, any supermarket or any shop, you find a temperature thing. So let's get the chips. Ahoy! I have already turned them about 5-10 minutes ago, because the oven, that's the thing with gas ovens. Where the fuck do I put this thing now? Yes, with the gas oven, because the gas or the heat is coming from the bottom below, call it, you don't really get a lot of heat from the top, which is not great for certain things. Again, has been fine. I do bake bread every week, and with these you turn them, I suppose, and it becomes not burnt in the bottom. Nobody likes a burnt bottom. I'm gonna do what influencers does. Fuck. Oh no, my spider box. Is this the ASMR people like? I personally hate it. This is where I trap my spiders in and then put them outside, because I don't kill them straight away. I kill them slowly by the cold. Anyway, I think that's it. I made the chips. It's not going to be an eating channel. Well, it is going to be an eating channel, because the whole point is that I talk about boat life while eating / making potatoes. And potatoes, I think, is one of my favourite. I mean, crisps is my #1 thing in the whole bloody world. So I think, and I meant to make a crisp recommendation video kind of series as well back in the day, where I just tried all the different crisps, which I suppose this can be. So finally, I got to do that. This is it for Chip Ahoy. Any questions or topics you need me to talk about, please send in the requests. And obviously I'm looking at you, my friend Isabella, who's the only person who will laugh and maybe enjoy this video. Now so chance. Ahoy! I just realised, is it ahoy, not ahoy? Ahoy! See it? Maybe I can do a little. This is my favourite brand. If anyone was interested. Which shall I choose? Which one did I choose? This one. Right, we've got a small chip. We dip it in a little bit of ketchup. Oh, that's a lot of mayo. Ketchup mayo. May. That is a word for that, actually. Ketchup mayo. May up. That's good. That's very good. Well seasoned. Very well seasoned. Alright, that's the end. Thanks for watching. Let me know any topics, questions, and then we'll see if I can make another one if this felt like a success for myself. I think it was fun. I think it's nice to be back, you know, me, myself, my phone and my boat. Ahoy! No. Ahoy!